Think about all the irreplaceable moments on your computer, your kids' photos, important records, years of work, and memories. If your computer crashed today, how much would you lose? It happens every day, and it's completely preventable. That's why I use and recommend Carbonite, my number one choice for cloud backup. Carbonite gives you unlimited automatic protection for everything that matters. It quietly backs up your photos and documents in the background, safely and privately. Carbonite is your ultimate backup plan. It keeps your files safe from the unexpected, accidental deletions, hard drive crashes, even spills or disasters. And if something does happen, recovery couldn't be easier. Just log in and restore everything with one click, even on a brand new computer. Here's a great exclusive Cyber Week offer just for you. Get 75% off Carbonite right now, but only when you go to carbonite.com/Kim. That's carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better life with Carbonite. Hey, thanks for listening to the Kim Komando Show. Here comes hour one. I'm making my plans, Andrew. I'm doing it right now. Right now. Because Elon Musk says that after the year 2045, nobody's going to have to work again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. Because we'll be sipping coffee and all the robots are going to be doing our jobs.
Quick question. How are we going to be able to afford that coffee if none of us have jobs?
Universal income for all.
How much?
They're not saying.
Oh, man.
I know. He says you're only going to work when you feel like it. So it's kind of like a hobby. So maybe you like to garden instead of going to the store to get your vegetables and buying them. And so how exactly are you going to fill your day?
Video games? I don't know.
You think, how realistic is that?
0%, 0.0% chance. There's no way that's happening.
I mean, even if I won the lottery, I would still, well, maybe I wouldn't come to work.
I wouldn't.
No. Mm-mm.
If I won $500 on a scratcher, I'm leaving this show right now.
It's loyalty that I love. Love. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to America's largest, best, award-winning show about all things digital. I'm, of course, America's beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando, here with you once again. And joining me, as always, is my co-host in crime here, Andrew Babinski, who's also the co-host of The Morning Show in Phoenix, Arizona on 99.9 FM.
Hi, Kim.
Now, you can catch us on over 425 top stations from coast to coast, and we're streaming in your favorite radio app. And if you're more into podcasts, well, wherever you get your podcasts, just search for Komando with a K, of course. And if you are more of a visual person, head over to youtube.com/Kim Komando. That's youtube.com/Kim Komando. Alrighty then, every single day of my life, whether it's raining or snowing or sunshine, weekends, weekdays, national holidays, vacations or not, I make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space so that this way I can tell you what's going on in the tech space. And here are a few things you need to know about. And let me tell you something. I use AI tools all day long. You do too, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So what I've started doing is I have 2 or 3 tabs open. So I have ChatGPT, maybe Grok, maybe Claude, and always Gemini 3. And, I always thought that ChatGPT was the bomb. It was the best one out there. But let me tell you something. Gemini 3 is great. Have you been using it?
No, I pay for ChatGPT, and that's the one I use.
Well, you ought to take a look at Gemini 3.
Okay.
It's faster, it's better, it's more human. The answers are more thought out. And if you use the nano banana...
Try that one more time?
The nano banana.
Right. We have all these technical terms on planet Earth, and they went with nano banana?
Yeah, to call its image generator.
Okay.
So good.
Better than ChatGPT?
Yeah, ChatGPT is lame. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, even Bing's image creator is better than ChatGPT.
I'll tell you one that isn't, because we're doing Elf on the Shelf. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to, use ChatGPT to make some interesting pictures for some scenarios. Canva is awful. I don't know how they dropped the ball. That's their whole gig. They don't have to worry about anything else.
Canva used to be up there too. You ought to try Gemini 3.
Okay.
Just
I'll
try
give it a shot. What's it called? Nitro banana or
It's nano banana.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it's so bad that Sam Altman has said we are in code red right now because our competitors are leapfrogging us.
which we never thought would happen.
I know. Crazy.
When they switched to 5, the game changed because it got worse.
It did. It's still bad. It's still bad. They're on 5.1. Oh, it's going to be better. It's going. No.
All right, I'll start trying it.
Moving into number 2, the 2025 Winter AI Safety Index from the Future of Life Institute has released their latest findings. Doesn't that sound happy?
Well, of course I know this because I read that all the time. Okay. It's my favorite publication.
They say all the major players in the AI space are flunking or near flunking when it comes to protecting existential safety. You know what that is?
Human existence?
Yeah. The Future of Life, they say, is founded by scientists to stop tech from destroying the world. And the top performer, Anthropic, managed only to get a grade D. Everybody else is failing.
Failing as if the way it's built, it can teach itself and then take over, and we wouldn't be able to stop it.
100%. That would be it. I mean, it's like being controlled by the kids who sat in the back of the class and ate paste all the time. But at this point, it's easier to get a license to cut hair. I mean, harder, rather, to get a license to cut hair. And it's easier to just start programming AI.
Everybody's doing it.
Yes.
You search any sort of blank, blank, blank AI, you got 500 different options.
It is. How many note-taking apps, AI apps do we need?
Everything. Create a song, create an image. Everybody who just wants your information.
Yes, they do. They went and DeepSeek. Have you tried DeepSeek?
Not yet.
DeepSeek, that's owned by Communist China.
Right. That's why I haven't tried it.
So I use that on an old laptop.
Okay.
That doesn't have any personal info on it, because you just see and you can just feel like they're just sucking every bit of data right out of it. Moving on, if you have a fair amount of cryptocurrency, I want you to think back to World War II. And I saw this sign when I was in London in one of the museums. It said, "Loose lips sink ships." And it had a beautiful, buxom, blonde woman right underneath it. So meaning you want to keep things to yourself, right? So last weekend, a UPS driver buzzed the video doorbell at the home of Sam Altman's ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
He had a white package in his hand, and he said, "Hey, are you Joshua? Because I have a package for you." Joshua opened the door. The driver shoved his way in with a gun. And what followed were 90 minutes of torture, duct tape, beatings, accomplices on speakerphone reading out Joshua's private data. Finally, the thief poured a liquid on him, threatening to light it unless he unlocked his Bitcoin ledger. Ooh. In seconds, $11 million of Bitcoin and Ethereum were gone. And the guy ran away. So, crypto makes yourself your own bank, right?
Right.
Okay. So you have to protect your bank.
So you shouldn't go on social media and tell everybody you have $11 million in crypto.
I wouldn't tell anybody you own any crypto.
But that's the whole loose lips sink ships.
Yes. You want to make sure that you remain anonymous. You don't need to tell your family members and friends.
It's not FDIC insured.
No.
So that's where it's different than flexing if you have all your money in the bank.
And it only takes seconds for them to transfer it. And then once it's on the blockchain,
game over.
That's it. Finally, this is really huge news. Amazon pays the U.S. Postal Service billions of dollars a year. You know how much total?
No.
$6 billion.
Which is crazy because every single time I get an Amazon package, it's from an Amazon driver, not the Postal Service.
Exactly. So what Amazon is doing is they're investing $4 billion to build warehouses and all these routes so that they can essentially become the U.S. Postal Service.
Eliminate the middleman.
Exactly. So I started thinking about this. I mean, Amazon stamps. Wouldn't that be something?
Jeff? No, it would actually be, what's her name? His wife?
Oh, Lauren's assets.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the first stamp.
Boy, I'll tell you, if the USPS loses this contract for 2026, you really could say they are officially past their prime. Oh, Would you ever have thought that Amazon would be putting the U.S. Postal Service out of business?
What's crazy is for decades they've been saying privatize the Postal Service. Amazon's going to do it.
Yes.
They're just going to privatize themselves and put the Postal Service out of business.
Wow, isn't that incredible?
It's nuts.
Let's see. We have what's cheaper, Uber versus Lyft. There's a brand new tool out there to check if these pictures that you see online are actually generated by AI. We have some new scams that are trying to steal your money. The worst thing you can see on your boarding pass. Yeah, that's something. And of course, we just have the best callers ever here on the Kim Komando Show.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
You know, this song reminds me of, Andrew.
Christmas?
Yeah, going to my grandmother's house.
Oh, okay.
I always remember her with a Pabst Blue Ribbon and a Pall Mall singing this, rocking around the Christmas tree.
Merry Christmas, Kim Commando. Thank you for coming.
Hey, let me tell you, she was fabulous. She was a party animal. And she lived to be 87 years old.
Good for her.
Okay.
Why don't you change my diet?
Exactly. Hey, listen, it is Christmas, so that's the time for the Christmas cash giveaway. That's where every caller here on the show will win an Amazon gift card. Maybe it's $100, maybe it's $200, maybe it's $500. Now, if you get the official newsletter of the show called The Current, you are also automatically entered. And if you'd like to enter to win the $1,000 grand prize giveaways, head over to winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com, winfromkim.com. So, Andrew, you ready to give away some cash? Ready to take some phone calls?
It's the only reason I'm here.
Okay. Well, you don't get any cash.
Oh, man.
I know. Well, first we're going to go to Florida for this call. Trina Brown's family, they ordered pizza and wings through DoorDash. Sounds delicious, right?
Sure.
Okay. Driver shows up, opens his warming bag, and the whole order slips out. A chicken wing hits the ground. And Trina is going to tell us what happens after that. Trina?
Hey, Kim, how are you?
I'm good. So the chicken wing, it hits the ground. What happened after that?
Listen, you're not going to believe it. Not only does it hit the ground, the Uber driver very kindly picks it up, puts it back in the container, sets it all nice and neat for us to pick it up, and cleans up, takes his foot and kind of wipes up where the barbecue sauce was on the cement, licks his fingers, and commences onto his next delivery. Disgusting, right?
5-second rule.
I don't know if that's a 5-second rule.
He's totally within boundary of 5-second rule.
I mean, he actually, he had his foot there, just making sure that nobody ever saw it. I mean, talk about soul food.
Oh, God. Don't laugh at that. You're just encouraging her.
Okay, so how did you know? Were you looking out the window? Is that how you saw this come down?
No, so it's on the Ring camera, right? We were expecting him to come in and deliver food for the kids. So we weren't dressed, so I knew he was going to leave the food there, right? So I was waiting on him to leave, to go out and pick the food up. And I picked the food up. We bring it in the house, and my daughter looks at the video, and she's like, "Mom, wait." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Mom, look at this." And there we see it, So it was kind of like, wow.
What possessed her to look at the video? Was she watching it live?
She wasn't watching it live, but it had rang on her phone. She wasn't right close to her phone right when when he came into the camera view. But she picked it up after I had brought it in, and she was like, "Oh, it was just." She was in another room, so when she came out, she's like, "Oh, it was just the Uber driver," and she's watching the video. She said it was a DoorDash driver. As she's watching the video coming out to the kitchen, I'm getting ready to feed the kids. I'm getting ready to open it up and feed my grandkids this dirty food, right? This soul food. And she's like, "Mom, no." And I'm like, "What?" And I go over and I look. I was disgusted. I was just disgusted.
So now, of course, you reached out to DoorDash, right?
Yes. DoorDash is really disinterested. So DoorDash was the contractor delivery. They delivered for Zaxby's that night. That was a Zaxby's order. And DoorDash delivered for them. And so we initially called them. We called them first, and they, were like, you kidding me? They refunded the boneless chicken. And then we called DoorDash. And we're telling DoorDash, we've got this video. It's disgusting. You guys have got it. This guy should not be delivering food. And they were like, no, we'll take your word for it. We're going to start an investigation. That was it. Well, nothing else from DoorDash until News4Jax reaches out to them, and lets them know that I'm getting ready to do an interview. Well, then they were really concerned, like, that's below standard for us.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right?
Media attention. This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
We always take these into consideration and investigate these thoroughly. Anything happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because this is just unacceptable, right?
Yeah. Well,
Ruben's still delivering. He just delivered to my goddaughter the other night. She calls me like, Mom, is this him? He's still delivering food.
That's crazy.
I always thought
you caught him.
I always thought it would be good to have the ability to say, you know what, I don't want that delivery person, or I do want, but I don't know, they don't have that type of option. Well, they
do.
Oh, they do?
DoorDash actually said that they called. Once the news reached out to them, they called my daughter. Stalker called her 4 times in a row, actually. She wasn't sure what the number was, and then when they called like the 3rd time, it said DoorDash. So they told her that they've removed Ruben from her account. He can no longer deliver.
Okay.
And said that they have warned him. So I'm not sure what level of integrity it takes
in order to make that.
Exactly.
Well, that's always a concern of mine too. Is when you get food delivered. I always like when the box all sealed up and it's maybe the bags like stapled together, because I'm always thinking like somebody maybe ate a French fry or something like that.
They did.
Hey, Trina, as a caller to the show during our Christmas cash giveaway, we're going to give you $100 to spend on Amazon.
Whoa.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
All right, so you have your boarding pass, okay? And on it you have 4 S's. Do you know what that means?
Super safe, simulated safety.
What the heck was that? It's secondary security screening selection.
Oh, boo. I don't like that at all.
Now, the new one is SEQ. SEQ. That's a sequence number. And if your sequence number is really high, you're probably like one of the ones that are going to get booted off the plane if they run out of seats or something like that. So what you want to do is have a low sequence number. And so in order to get a low sequence number, you have to be one of the first people to check in.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as you get that little notification that says check in, that's what you want to do.
Let me tell you when it is good to get secondary inspection. I was going on a cruise, and we get in a line, and there's probably, I don't want to exaggerate, 400 people ahead of us to get on the boat. And they came up and said, unfortunately, you've been selected for a secondary inspection. So we walk over, they look through the bags, takes about 2 minutes, and then they say, okay, and then we bypass the entire line.
Oh, wow.
It was phenomenal. I want it every time.
To get on the floating toilet.
I'm going to look suspicious every single time I get on a cruise.
Yeah, you're not even acknowledge that I called it the floating toilet.
Oh, I don't care.
Crescinda in Fargo, North Dakota. Hi there, Crescinda. Welcome to the show. What's going on?
Hey, Kim. First off, I just want to say I absolutely love your show.
Thank you.
So we live out in the country on a couple 100 acres of land.
Wow.
Which a lot of it actually being more of a wooded type area. And we have 3 boys who absolutely love to go out hiking, camping, and just exploring out there. And now they've been asking for a couple years if they could start a YouTube channel so that they could share some of these adventures with, our friends and family.
And how old are the boys?
12, 10, and 6.
Oh, how great is that?
Yeah. And, they've been having so much fun out adventuring and working together on some of these projects that they're doing that we'd really like to support it, but we just have no idea where to start. We've heard of GoPros, just not entirely sure if that's age appropriate for them or if there's any other recommendations you might have.
Well, with the three boys, number one is that you go to YouTube and you fire up your channel, call it something really cute. And then
They already have their name picked out.
Oh, perfect. And then you can also make their videos private or public. Okay. And then if they're private, the videos won't show up in a search. And the videos will only be seen by those people that they share the link with.
Okay.
And so that's always a safety thing, just to kind of pass along. Now, of course, GoPro is fabulous. They've been in this business forever. Their products are pretty expensive. And see, with the three boys, you can't just get one camera. I'm sorry.
Right.
Because you're going to want one camera to... maybe put on a helmet or a harness where they can get that live action shot as they're moving around. And then the other camera, maybe the oldest one, would you say was 12?
Yep.
Okay. Then the 12-year-old use the other one to film those two having a great time too, so that this way you can put it all together in one great compilation.
Sure. Okay.
And so when we're looking at GoPro products that aren't GoPro without the price tag, there's a brand called Akaso. That's AKASO. Akaso. And there's the one that I want you to look at is called the Brave 7. The Akaso Brave 7. I just put this on one of our lists for kids, and because I am actually buying this for Henry.
Okay.
Henry is 10 years old, and he likes to have adventures too. So I'm going to give this to Henry for Christmas. So you get the Akaso, you get two of those, and then if you're on iPhones, you could just use Movie Maker, and if you're on Android or Windows, then you're going to use CapCut.
Okay.
I would also recommend getting clip microphones. There's Bluetooth clip microphones. They usually come in a set of two. There's a base that connects to a phone that you'll probably be recording on, and then you just wear the clip microphone, and it picks up, and you'll have the best quality sound that you can imagine.
So Andrew, that's a good point. But now let me ask you, because you watch a lot of kids' videos.
Yeah.
What's the best format for these? I mean, do you do the action first and then go behind the scenes, or do you set it up? I mean, so that these three guys have the maybe an outline of what would be like the best way to make these.
I would set it up first if you're going to build a YouTube channel. It's okay. Today we're going to go. You could use AI to create a storyboard and tell them, we're going to go in the woods and we're going to build a fire. And then after we build a fire, then we're going to roast marshmallows. And AI would tell them exactly the steps to take to introduce it, tell everybody what you're doing, film the hike, film the fire, the whole step-by-step process.
And now I saw pictures of the boys. They're so cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
They are so cute. One was that your husband on the ATV?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Our youngest was following him around on the tricycle.
Yes.
That was him.
I saw that. I'm like, dude, there's no way we're going to catch up to Dad. Just saying. Just saying. All right.
Yep.
Does that help you out?
Yeah, for sure. I think we definitely have a good starting place here.
Right. And because it's the Christmas cash giveaway, I'm going to give you a $500 gift card to Amazon.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
So that this way you can buy the boys the two cameras and the labs and all the other great stuff that goes with it, because after all, it.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees-info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
is the Christmas cash giveaway. All right. Do you remember, Andrew, when it was really simple to pick out images that were made by AI?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What, George Washington is African American and have 7 fingers? I think that's AI.
Okay, here's the secret. If you go to my Instagram page and you look at my profile pic, that was made by AI. And I leave it there specifically because I think I have 6 fingers and one eye's pointing up here and the other eye's pointing down there. Google has a solution called Synth ID. Basically, whenever its AI makes an image, it hides an invisible watermark in the pixels. You can't see it, but it's there. And it even works if someone crops the photo or edits the photo. And so if you think you're looking at an AI-generated photo, just upload it to the Gemini app and ask, was this created with AI? And Gemini will actually check for that invisible watermark and give you the answer.
That's only if it was created by Gemini.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you could probably try that with any photo, though.
Okay.
I mean, because it may see subtle differences that you and I just don't notice. I mean, and speaking of AI and images.
We were.
If I AI'd a medical license, would that be a doctored image? Oh. Yeah. Okay. You didn't even chuckle. You didn't even laugh. You actually gave me a dirty look.
There's a reason for that. I usually only laugh at things that are humorous.
We have more of the show coming up. All right, Andrew, back to the phones we go with Mark in Austin, Texas. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Kim. How are you?
Fabulous. So what's going on?
Well, I've been searching for a while. I have a rural property that does not have Wi-Fi, and I've ordered online several cameras that advertise no Wi-Fi necessary, but when I get them, it says that you do need them. And so I'm looking for a security camera that doesn't require Wi-Fi. I have electricity, and that's where I've gone to all the big box stores and the electronic stores, and nobody seems to carry anything close to this.
And you come to me last.
Well, no. I've just started my search. It's been pretty limited.
Still last.
I thought to myself, Kim Commando has the answer.
You were like, Best Buy or Kim? I'll just go to Best Buy.
Nice.
How did you know?
I think that's the only electronic store left.
I think we're going to give Mark a $10 Amazon gift card.
Buy one, get one free Kim Commando hat.
Have you tried Reolink?
No, I have not.
There we go. Okay. Okay. See how much time you could have saved, Mark. See how much effort and energy you could have saved.
Geek Squad didn't know that, did they?
Reolink Go Plus, you say that it has electricity, but it also has a optional solar panel. So in case you didn't want to go through all that hassle, you just slap that thing right on there. It does 4K video. It has a built-in SD card slot. Another brand you might want to look at is Eufy. That's EUFY. Those are more expensive, but it does pan and tilt and 360-degree view, so you're going to pay more for that. So it's totally up to you. But both also have two-way audio.
And do you know the ones that I've received that do promote and say no Wi-Fi, when I've actually called them, and, a lot of these companies are offshore or it's really hard to be able to communicate with them. I can have a problem with it.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, most electronics are unfortunately made not here in the United States. You always have the support through the chat. Now, these don't run on Wi-Fi, but they do run on 4K, or I'm sorry, 4G. They are 4K cameras, but they run on 4G. And so that's going to cost you anywhere between like $10 and $20 a month. Okay? Even though you hurt my heart, oh my gosh. And I don't know if I can continue on to do the show. Mark in Austin.
Look what you did.
I'm feeling so deflated here.
He tried to go to Circuit City, and Circuit City doesn't even exist before he called this show.
You know, I actually did, but no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, nice. He actually went to the Circle K and asked for a Wi-Fi camera, 4K camera, 4G camera, all the above. We're going to give you, Mark, a $100 Amazon gift card so you can go out and buy one. They're on Amazon.com. Oh, Mark. Let's see. Kim in Tampa, Florida. Hi there, Kim.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous. Thanks for asking. So, what's on your mind today?
So, my mother-in-law, she's retired and she sews and crochets and she loves birds. So she's the type of person that's not very tech savvy. Me too. So I thought, you know what? I've been looking at those bird feeders, solar panels, cameras, and I thought, wouldn't that be fun for her during the day, like a bird that comes to the bird feeder and it pops on her phone, something else that, she can do during the day. And she's like, oh, a bird. And then there's some that, like, identify the birds, and I'm just like, there's so many. And I'm like, and it talks about the Wi-Fi and then, how easy it is for her iPhone to use. And I just don't know. And I don't want to get her something that she's fumbling with, and then she calls me and I'm like,
See, and that's, you know what? That's the problem with some tech gifts is that you give a tech gift and then you're tech support. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have to call my daughter who's working and I can't get a hold of her.
and then your daughter's like, oh my gosh, Mom, you should have given her some yarn. Yeah. Okay. Right. That would have been much better.
Right.
Okay. All right. So when we talk about these super duper AI camera powered bird feeders, they're priced anywhere between $250 and $300.
Right. Right.
The biggest one, the best one, the highest rate is something called Bird Buddy. And, it will tell you when a bird's there. It'll try to identify the bird. And you get alerts and all that other great stuff. Now, there is another caveat with this, and it's not, and it also has an optional solar panel. Just get the optional solar panel. Okay. Because otherwise the battery is going to die, and then she's going to call you and say,
and then she's going to put a ladder to it and fall and break a hip. Just kidding.
And then she's going to move in with you. Okay. So see how all this is just coming right down, coming right back to you. Okay. Is that in order for you to get the identity of these birds is that, and now it costs a subscription.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you don't pay the subscription, you basically have a $25 plastic tube with bird seed in it. Okay.
Right.
So the subscription is normally like anywhere between $10 to $12 a month. Is that what? That's what you're looking at. So
that's not a problem. Yeah.
Yes, but a lot of people give these gifts, and then people are like, "Oh, thanks a lot.
Thanks for the bill."
Okay. Really appreciate that. So again, look at Bird Buddy. There's also one called NetView.
NetView. Okay.
Yeah, but I think, the one that I've seen the highest ratings for is the one called the Bird Buddy Smart Feeder Pro. And as a caller to the show during our Christmas cash giveaway, I'm going to give you $200 to spend on Amazon so that you can go ahead and.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. See, you know what? Now that was a nice call. Okay, she wasn't like Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. She came to you first.
Okay. I like that. I always like to be first.
She
always.
didn't ask some stranger on the street. She came to Kim Commando.
Hey, some social media scams are getting more believable because of AI. And I've got a huge warning still to come here on the Kim Commando Show.
This episode is brought to you by Marqeta. When it comes to your payments provider, you can't afford to compromise. Marqeta's modern payment solutions flex with your business without the trade-offs. Stable and agile, secure and innovative, scalable and configurable. If they say you can't have it all, don't believe them. Your business demands more. Choose a payments provider that delivers more. Choose Marqeta. Visit marqeta.com/Spotify to learn more.
All right, just a quick warning that the ads on Instagram, Facebook, social media platforms, they're using AI promising 50% off a Birkin bag. Okay, you're not going to get that.
No.
50% off a watch or whatever it may be. Then you land on a fake site. They take all your credit card information. And then you think you're going to get this Birkin bag for $200 when really it's $15,000. That should be a red flag right there. Number one is that you're never going to see the bag. They're going to steal your credit card number and they're going to start using it, and just don't fall for the fake ads. Okay?
I'm sure Facebook's going to do something about it, though, right?
Of course they won't. Yes. Hey, our Christmas cash giveaway is underway. You should enter to win right now at winfromkim.com. Hey, appreciate you being here. That's the end of hour one of the show. And be sure to tell your family members and friends how great it was.